Hey, 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 it's Friday. Woo! Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here on your Friday night. This is Music Maker Stage in East Nashville next to Delgado Guitars. We're streaming on volume.com. Hello, Volume. And we have an awesome artist. But before we talk about the artist, I'm sure you thought I was going to say put your phone away, but I'm going to say take it out. Because we want you to like us. We want you to follow us. We want you to subscribe to us. All the things. So Insta, Facebook, and YouTube, and all that stuff. And our goal is to be the premier listening room in the East Side. So you can help me do that by telling your friends and hashtagging and all that stuff. Okay, so our hashtags are all listed up there, and while you're doing liking and following and all that stuff, you can do that too. And I'm sure that Jeff wouldn't mind a little pic here and there and post and all that stuff. Tell your friends. Okay, and check out our website. We have great shows like this approximately every other week. It's 2 Fridays a month. We have a e-blast. Sign up for it before you go. We have merch. Artist has merch. Let's support the artists. And we try to give you something that you're not going to get elsewhere. So we're going to get nitty-gritty and get down and get the nitty-gritty information about Jeff halfway through the show. So without further ado, everybody, this is Jeff Plankenhorn, and welcome him. Woo! Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for being here. Awesome.
Hello. Lovely to be here. Just another homesick child, tired of running wild, ready to stand trial, move on. Though I'm guilty in your sight, show some mercy tonight. I can't make it through the fight alone. But oh no now, Lord, don't make it easy. Keep me working till I work it all out. But please, please, just shine enough light on me that I'm free from this shadow of doubt. Keep me out of the shadow of doubt. Yes, I'm trying to make some sense of this world I'm up against. Lord, I know my best defense is your love. When the struggle gets insane, oh, when the lesson is full of pain, keep me calling out your name with love. Oh, but oh no now, Lord, don't make it easy. Keep me working till I work it all out. from this shadow of doubt. Keep me out of the shadow of doubt. I will whisper in the dark from the bottom of my heart till I see one little star start to shine. I will climb the mountain high, reach out to the sky till you opened up my eyes so blind. Oh, but oh, no, now, Lord, don't make it easy. Keep me working till I work it all out. But please, please, just shine enough light on me that I'm free from this shadow of doubt. Shadow of doubt. Keep me out. Keep me out of the shadow of doubt. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Let's see. I'm living up on Vancouver Island. I lived in Austin for about 20 years, and Vancouver Island, where my wife is from, and now in Vancouver. I was saying earlier today when I was playing a little radio spot that I've been landlocked my whole life, you know. Every place I've lived, it's not been near the water, kind of like here, you know. And now that I live on the water, it's kind of creeping into my writing a little bit. And some of you know that I'm starting my record tomorrow with a guy named Colin Linden. First full-length record I've made since 2018, so pre-lockdowns and stuff. And I got this new song, so let's see where it goes. Tugboat, fisher boat, sailboat, yacht, freighter, dory, skiffle, barge, where are you going? Where have you been? Can I hitch a ride and see my story begin? I really wanna go out on the ocean. I really wanna find a little island. I really wanna fill my days alone on some gold horizon. Sunlight shine on on Snow White said, cool with warm winds never fail. When all is said and done, I should still be having a little fun. But who will you leave behind you when you run? I really wanna go out on the ocean. I really wanna find a little island. I really wanna fare my days alone, 'cause I've grown so tired. I really wanna dream the dreams of angels and find something better in the in-between. I really wanna be okay being alone at sea. We tack so hard, there's no time to play. And then we drift so hard, I don't make time to say I love you. At least not the way I should. When will we find out all is already good? I really wanna go out on the ocean. I really wanna find a little island. I really wanna fare my days alone, 'cause I'm oh so tired. I really wanna fill my dreams with the waves and find something better in the in-between. I really be alone. Wanna be okay at sea. Fishable ceremonies. Oh, yeah. Thanks, little buddy. All right. Well, now that I live up on Vancouver Island, there's a thing that I really, really miss that we do in Austin on Sunday mornings. And it's called the Purgatory Players, believe it or not. And all these people, all these musicians who play on Saturday night get together on Sunday morning. And we play whatever we think is gospel music that week. And it's really cool because one person will play like a Staple Singers tune, and somebody will play like a Bill Monroe tune, and I'll play like a Stevie Wonder tune, and it's really cool because we raise money for the Central Texas Food Bank. And I don't know how it is here, but in Texas, 1 in 4 children is food insecure. And they still got to worry. And all that money, most of the people they service there, these aren't people looking for a handout, are gainfully employed. So they're working hard and they still can't make it, which ain't right. But it's a good cause, and we get together and we do it, and we all feel really good about it. And it's really cool because one time this couple walked in, and the kid who was in the front working in the bar, he said, "Wow, they sound great. What kind of music do they play?" And the kid, I'll never forget, he said, "Oh, they play spiritual music for non-denominational folks." And I was like, yeah, that's really cool. Any denomination is welcome, and, you know, no denomination, whatever, as long as we're raising money for people and having a good time. So we started writing. I wrote this song with my friend Scrappy Jud Newcomb, and it's sort of a, for lack of a better word, I don't know, it's like a Unitarian Universalist kind of gospel song, I guess, you know, or whatever. Everybody welcome, right? So let's see if we can do it. I hadn't done this in a whole tour, so. Part in this song, and, well, judging by that response, probably not. No, I'm just kidding, but we'll see what happens, all right? Well, it's true sometimes that the second chance has left you stalled at the gate. This too shall pass, give it some gas, maybe it's not too late. Now if you're thinking, gets to stinking, and it's hard to even concentrate, maybe let go, maybe you'll know that maybe it's not too late, maybe too late, maybe too late, maybe too late, too late, too late, maybe too late. All right, here's the part, it's like this. Too late, maybe too late, maybe it's not too late. I know we got some singers, come on. Maybe too late, maybe too late, maybe it's not too late. And the women can go up high like, maybe too late, maybe too late, maybe it's not too. And all the men who want to show off out here, you're like, maybe too late, maybe too late, maybe it's not too late. Keep going now, maybe too late. Yeah. Not too late. Oh, that was beautiful, you guys. Just beautiful. might be the best it's ever been done. And I'm not just saying that because I've got t-shirts and trucker hats for sale. It's the best it's ever been done. And I've got CDs and t-shirts. Sounds so nice in here. Thank you guys. Thank you, Manuel and Julie and everybody here. And, what a beautiful store. What a beautiful place to play. And thanks for everybody who's watching online too, out in the web world. And, it's nice to have you here. Let me do one more on this weird toy guitar thing I have here. I played this song for my mother in Ohio. She wanted to hear a song. It was like the first song that I had. You know, I was a side person for about 16 years in Texas before I went solo at the ripe age of 43. You know, 49 now. It's working pretty well. And my mom wanted to hear this song that was getting played on the radio and like just a few Americana stations around the country. I was like, oh, it's kind of a sad song, Mom. I don't necessarily want to play that for you right now, you know, kind of happy time. She said, no, play it. So I grabbed a guitar, and we were just sitting in her living room, and I turned my guitar sideways and grabbed, I don't know, like a butter knife or something to play slide. And I played the song for my mom, and I got done, and she said, Jeffrey, which you know something's coming. She said that. She said, Jeffrey, that was beautiful. And I said, thanks, Mom. And she said, can I ask you a question? And I said, sure. And she goes, are you okay? And I said, yeah. Not every song is completely autobiographical, but it was very sweet. Louisiana is my home. Drink my whiskey all alone. Temptation got me on the run. But mama's son don't hurt no one. Don't want no trouble. Don't want no trouble. Trouble finding me. Trouble finding me. When nothing going right, and no hope is left inside. I should be praying to the Lord. It seemed trouble find me. Thanks very much. I'm okay, Mom, I promise. All right, we're going to hang out for a moment, right?
Oh, my.
Welcome,
I don't know if I can handle this. Okay. All right, I don't know. Did I introduce myself? I'm Julie Delgado. I belong here. Okay. Thank you. I'm not an imposter. Okay, we're going to get comfortable. So, and did I mention we have complimentary beverage back there? So we're going to pretend we're in our living room. Okay. And get to know Jeff better. So I want you to tell me if I'm right.
Yes, you are right.
It's not a question.
You're already right.
You're from Ohio.
Uh-huh.
And
born there anyway.
You went to college in Michigan.
I did. Now, there was a lot of interesting game days in our family, believe it or not.
And I'm getting to the journey. And then you went to Austin?
Yeah, well, and I actually did 1 year in Nashville where I played in a bluegrass band, like a one-mic bluegrass band. So that's where I really cut my teeth learning how to play dobro. I learned from people like Uncle Josh Graves and Gene Wooten.
Yes.
And it was really, like, cut my teeth. But then Ray Wylie Hubbard asked me to come to Texas to be a sideman, and boy, there was a lot of work, and it seemed like being a like a dobro singer-songwriters player for. They were so used to having guitar players. The dobro's more vocal, and it's a little bit more haunting, and you can put a lot more space, maybe, or maybe you choose to put a lot more space, and so I just got a lot of work, and I loved it, and it was great.
Yeah, I was going to ask you when you learned to hold your guitar wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there's a better story than that, and that is in college. The best story that's 100% true is I was in college, and said, "Hey, I want to put together a bluegrass." A young man named Matt Combs band, and I said, "Great, I'll play guitar." And he said, "No, I want you to play dobro." And I said, "What's a dobro?" Because I didn't know. And so he and all the other guys in the band took me to this place in Ypsilanti, Michigan called the Pick and Post, and we bought like a funky National guitar that was round neck, and we turned it this way and put like a nut raiser on it so you could play it like a dobro. And I'll never forget, well, first of all the guys in the band put in $20 to get me my first instrument. Matt now does like string arrangements for like all the Dan Auerbach records and stuff. Okay. So he doesn't suck. Everybody in that little he's really good. He's really good. Little 5-piece band of a bunch of college guys all ended up in different places doing music. One's in San Francisco, does children's music. One's in New York, one's in Pittsburgh, and Matt's in Nashville. Okay. But I remember the guy at the Pick and Post when we all bought it. He goes, "Now bring it back when you're done with it, because I like that one." He was not thinking that I was going to stick with it, you know. So I showed him.
And you've been playing ever since.
I've been playing ever since.
So you spent time in Austin. And now you live in Canada.
20 years in Austin.
You split your time a little bit. And then let's talk about your musical journey. You gave us some info, but I know your brother was very instrumental. Is that right?
Yeah, my big brother.
Give you your first guitar?
Well, yes, he did, actually. And I forgot. But it was a classical guitar, and he was already gone away at college when I got it, and I accidentally put, instead of gut strings on it, I put steel strings on it, and first of all, it makes it dang near impossible to play because it's not made for that, you know. They're made for nylon strings or gut strings, and it made it so hard to play that when I finally got a real guitar, it was a breeze.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But my brother was always like, I was always John's little brother who plays guitar too. Like, "Oh, you're John's little brother? You play guitar? That's great." So I was like, But really, a lot of this stuff I learned from my big brother for sure. He taught me. And he was like, one of the things that was the most amazing thing he told me, he said, "Look, if you have enough time, you can learn how to play anything." And I was just dumb enough to believe him. So I was just fearless about picking up any type of instrument and just diving in. And, you know, when you're young, you can do that. And it works, you know.
And then you're on the road right now. He's on tour right now. So we got really lucky because he stopped by here. And so let's talk about the road. I'm sure you have lots of stories, but I guess what's your favorite thing, and then what's your least favorite thing about touring?
Well, one of the interesting things is, like, I've always loved the road. I like going new places. I like meeting new people. I think diversity, I think, going different places, seeing how other people live, breaking bread with people is like the absolute smartest thing you can do for understanding and for getting to know people and for getting to know yourself. So I've always loved it. And I got married about 10 years ago, and I kind of like being home too, So the thing I love about it the most is that, and I have the travel bug, and I've never gotten rid of it, If I'm going out and flying out and playing with a band, I have bands in different places. I call it Chuck Berrying it, because there'll be a band in a different town that I get to play with. And but a lot of times I'll just go out solo and rent a car and just go around and do storyteller gigs like this, and it's equally exciting. So I guess being away from home is probably the worst, but it's really a good balance, because I'll go out for like 3 weeks, and my wife will miss me, and then I'll come back, and then she'll be like, when are you going on the road again, honey? It's perfect.
You learn how to gauge the time.
It's a good
now.
balance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then you have a wealth of albums and projects, and I know you're going to record a new one.
Starting
and I
tomorrow.
know you probably brought some with you. So
By chance I did. Yeah.
What's kind of your favorite thing that you've done, your favorite project that you've worked on?
Favorite project I've worked on, favorite thing I've done. It's always the next one.
Yeah.
My favorite is always like, the next one that I'm about to work on. Really. Like, I'm so excited about starting a record tomorrow. I haven't done a full-length record since 2018. I've done a couple of EPs, and they were great, and I really enjoyed them. One was kind of like solo acoustic coffee house stuff, and one was kind of like re-envisioning the jug band and just kind of having all acoustic instruments but have it be pretty rockin'. And, I'm always wanting to do the next thing, and so I think that's what my favorite is.
Yeah, and you've worked with a lot of illustrious people, too.
Yeah,
along the way.
When I was siding, I especially in Texas, some outside of Texas, some from New York, some from Nashville, but for the most part, I played with some really great people. It was daunting at first because I kind of said, well, who wants to hear my songs? I've been doing this for so long. And a good friend of mine was like, where's your proof? And I said, what do you mean? He's like, people coming to your shows? I said, yeah. He's like, are they playing you on the radio? I said, a little. He's like, there's your proof. I was like, okay, and I just shut up and said, let's just keep going,
And as far as songwriting, or no, tell us about the plank first. Tell us about the plank.
My namesake.
I didn't want to forget to talk about that.
No, it's okay. That's super cool. Thank you. I'm not playing it. Guitar that I designed, because when I first moved to tonight, but I have a guitar in Austin. I was asked to play dobro in a lot of rock bands, and dobro is an acoustic instrument with a resonator. It's the thing with the hubcap. I'm sure most of you guys know, but out there in the land of web, it's the one that looks like a hubcap. And you play it on your lap, or you play it guitar style. They'd asked me to play it in rock bands, and technology was not great back then, and so it sounded awful, and I could never get it loud enough, and I was always doing what I call playing by braille, because I could never hear what I was playing. I was just like hoping it's right and in tune. And so I went to a luthier named Tony Nobles, and I said, here's what I want you to build me. I want the shape of a dobro, and I want a lap steel neck, and I want it chambered on the sides. And he said, resonator? I said, no resonator. I don't want it to feed back. Just put electric guitar parts in it, and that way I can stand up and do all the things they want, and I can plug it through all of my effects pedals and my big amplifiers and stuff like that. And it's really great because, first of all, I didn't name it. They named it after me because it's kind of obvious. The neck sits down right into the body, and so it's like this big plank of wood that's just right into it. And so they're like, you got to call it the plank. And I was like, okay, whatever. But it makes it awkward. You're talking about your own self in the third person. It's weird.
Oh, okay, and it's on your hat.
Plank doesn't like that, It's weird when people do that. But I love it because now a bunch of people play the guitar, and someday I'll get somebody to make some more because we sold all of them. And there's like one guy who plays in a rock band who has one.
And there's another guy who plays with Parker McCollum, so I get to see him, you know, out in like the stadiums. I see these pictures of him playing my plank guitar. I'm like, it's so cool. And another guy who's in a jam band from northern Michigan. They play a lot in like the Colorado jam band scene, and they all do things that I would never do on it. So that's super cool. It's like you make this. I hasten to say it's invented. People are like, you invented an instrument. It's like, no, I just took a bunch of things that were on other guitars and smushed them together. You know, and it's really cool.
Yeah, very good. Well, we know you're recording, and then where are you off to next? What's next for Jeff?
So many places. So many places. May is Midwest. Early June is a Colorado run. Oh, actually, May is Midwest and East Coast. And then June's a Colorado tour. And then I have August. I'm going to try really hard to stay on Vancouver Island because it's beautiful that time of year. So I got a bunch of festivals and stuff to play up there. And then September, I think I'm doing a couple of festivals in Montana. And my record's supposed to come out on Montana, again, really good. On Blue Corn Records on the 29th of September.
Okay, so we're all going to look for that.
Please do. That'd be great.
On the web.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to play a very quick game of this or that. I call it musical this or that.
Okay, cool.
You can't say neither, and you can't say both.
Okay. That's going to be hard.
Or you fail.
You're not going to ask me about, like, Stones or Beatles.
Maybe.
Oh.
Okay, ready?
So hard. What do you do?
Ready?
Okay.
Okay. Springsteen or Sinatra?
Springsteen.
Ella Fitzgerald or Barbra Streisand?
Ella.
You two or the Rolling Stones?
Stones. Oh, it's hard.
REM or Talking Heads?
Talking Heads.
Ooh.
Hard, though.
Okay. We're going to like this one, ladies. Go-Go's or the Bangles?
Go-Go's.
Woo.
But...
I know.
Second,
Can't
second
say
there.
both, okay?
Close second.
Can't say both. Kiss or AC/DC?
You know, this was my first record.
Yeah.
Kiss. When I was a kid, Kiss Destroyer was the first LP I ever.
Did you dress
I
up?
was like 7.
You dressed up?
Of
I know you did.
I dressed up on Halloween.
Okay, and slow dance or swing dance?
Definitely slow.
Strings or brass?
Ooh. Can I say woodwinds?
I'll add that later.
Yeah. I mean, like,
okay,
if you ask me my
woodwinds. That's a good one.
Favorite thing is I'm a tenor sax guy. Oh, but I could go cello. So either one. That
Okay.
range is really good. I like that kind of range.
Oh, yeah. And just for fun, tea or coffee?
Oh, I love both. Tea's better for my voice, you know. Ask it, but next time ask me a question that I can answer Stevie Wonder, because that's my all-time favorite.
If you could record a duet with anyone, who would it be?
Oh, I'd be terrified to do that. As long as I just played.
You just answered.
It would be Stevie Wonder. There's
okay.
All right.
Okay, let's do it.
Thank
you.
No question.
We have to hear more music.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder, I'd be so terrified. I remember being, let's see, I was 4 years old when Songs in the Key of Life came out. And I just remember being on the floor, and there's like the green Marantz dial for the radio, and the big songs that were on the radio from that album, that right when it came out, such a big deal. And were I Wish and Sir Duke. And I knew all the words, even though I didn't know what they meant. And I just remember sitting in front of the speaker, and I'm 100% sure that that's why I went into music. So I really, really, really love Stevie Wonder. But I'm not going to play a Stevie Wonder song right now. What am I going to play? Oh, this is cool. You know, a couple of nights ago I played this song, and I didn't know I was going to play it. And it's another one I think we're going to record. And believe it or not, the melody to the guitar part, or the guitar part in this song, was inspired by a bird. So my wife, we got out of the truck and her truck, and this bird was whistling like a... I was like, that's a cool melody. And it's like super fast and super melodic and super beautiful, and so I whistled back. And it just kind of went back and forth with this bird. And then I went in and I grabbed a guitar off the wall and I went... And it turned into... Thanks. All right. So I don't even have to say how sorry I am about the events that have happened recently here in Nashville, and I don't want to bring everybody down, and I just want to, send some love and stuff, and more than thoughts, and more than prayers, and wrote a song. I haven't played this at this tour either, I don't think. I wrote a song back after the horrible thing that happened at the Pulse nightclub, you know. And after it happened, you know, a guy named Lin-Manuel Miranda gave a speech at, I think it was the Tonys, but it went viral. And what he said at the end of this speech was really beautiful, and he said it over and over and over and over again. And I remember watching it, you know, because it went viral. I saw it on YouTube or something, and as they went around the crowd, on everybody's face, you could see sort of their faces about how they were all affected. And it's all the old hippies used to say it when I was a kid, you know. I'm talking about real hippies, man. One of these Trustafarians, right? He knows what I mean. But they used to say it all the time, and I was like, man, it's great we're bringing that back. And it's great that we have that. And from my friends in that community and in general, and just human beings who all deserve to love whoever they want to love and be whoever they want to be, I wanted to have a song that we could all sing together. And I couldn't find a song that had that in it. And so it took me a while, and I wrote a song. And, well, now there's like 10 of them. You know, Dang You, Jackson Brown. But I'm really happy. I love being able to play this song because it's about that breaking bread thing. It's very, very hard to hate when you sit down with people and you break bread with them and you realize that we all kind of want the same thing. We want our families to be able to be okay. We want good jobs. We want our kids to be better off than we were if we have them, you know. And that's basically it. That's all it's about. So I hope you like it.
Jimmy fell hard for Jane. Jamie fell in love with Jay. You can't choose with whom you fall. I think it's better. Could be a chemical theater that way. Maybe cosmic and such. Try as you might to clearly define well, you won't come back with much. Love is love, is love. Love is love, is love.
shouldn't encourage me on that thing. We are born knowing love, have to be taught just how to hate. Let go of all your preconceived notions, well, you only need to relate. Come take a seat at the table, break some bread, make a new friend. In time and kindness is all you'll find. Forgiveness all you ever needed, 'cause love is love, is love, is love, love is love, is love, is love, love is love, is love, is love, love is love, is love. And it is, I promise. Really is. All right. I don't do a ton of covers, but because when I first started coming out as a solo artist, and about 6 or 7 years ago, I was really like, oh, I got to get my own songs out there, and so I rarely did covers on my album or in general, but I have a couple of EPs called Covered and Uncovered, and those are the ones that I did before and during the lockdown. And I do like one cover by somebody who's a friend or a mentor, and then one cover by somebody kind of uber famous, and try and do something with it, you know, and make it interesting. And then I do a couple of originals, either by myself or written with a friend. Uncovered and Uncovered Volume 2 is kind of like a re-envisioning of the Jug Band, you know, like there's all acoustic instruments, but it's pretty rockin', and no electric instruments, and it turned out really cool. I had to do this gig once where I had to play a bunch of Beatles tunes, and boy, I never thought I would cover a Beatles tune, because what are you gonna do? You know, like, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna make it better. But I stumbled into this song that's kind of a rock Beatles tune. It's like, you know, that one, and I started listening to the lyrics, and I was like, man, this is kind of dark. It's kind of, man, they slide it by you, you know. It's kind of sad. And I was like, man, I should come up with a different arrangement of it. And I stumbled into this arrangement, and I like it, so I put it on there. And let's see if you guys can dig it. So it's like,
been a long time now. Coming back home, I've been away now. Oh, I've been alone, yeah. Wait till I come back to your side. The tears we've cried, we'll forget. I feel as though you ought to know that I've been good as I can be. And if you do, I trust in you. I know that you will wait for me. But if your heart breaks, don't wait, turn me away. And if your heart's strong, hold on, I won't delay. Wait till I come back to your side. We'll forget the tears we've cried. It's been a long time now. Coming back home, I've been away now. Oh, I've been alone.
Thanks. I mean that. Oh, thank you guys so much. I mean that stuff about like I've been as good as I can be. Come on. You haven't been very good then. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna do one more for you guys. It's been my sincere pleasure to come and play, and I want you to look up Delgado Guitars, and I want you to. This is like a great to come and have a listening room to play for people who are definitely here. It's just a gift. And it's really wonderful. So make sure you're on whatever mailing list and social media is at Music Maker Stage at Delgado Guitars. Get on it if you're not already, and everybody watching, get on. Mention the fact that what you can't see on it if you're not already. Not to mention online is all these beautiful instruments that were made here, and it's pretty. I kind of like that one. I better not let my wife know that. But anyway, it would, I don't know, it'd mean the world to me if you guys did that. And I'm easy to find on all the things. We'll make it like that. You know, I've been trying, the little face piano is, a friend of mine calls it the breathalyzer keyboard. You know. I put it on one song on one album, and you got to bring it out every night for the rest of your life after that. But trying to put it on another tune, and we're going to record this tune, and I think there might be one more tune that I can put that thing on. And so I've been trying to put it in my set. It goes over really good with a band, but I may not have the perfectly polished arrangement that you guys have come to expect from me at this point. Thank you, sir, for getting that joke. But I'm going to give it a try, and I think it's a wonderful way to close out. And thanks again to everybody here. Really, it's been a trip. All right, let's give it a shot. Pleasure. It's been a gift. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? Oh no, that won't work. One more time. 2, 3, and. That's better. Well, if you've been feeding your bad habits and you never can let them go, and you're stuck there chasing little pain.
sniffing out your prey, and you're showing up tired of all this get away, running, and you really gotta get. Oh my, do a little dancing. And at the shows people sing that, it's like this. Oh my, do a little dancing, yeah. If you're searching for the man with the tattooed hand to get your head on right, don't put no top down on the cellophane, hoping to get real tight. You said don't be looking down your nose when I'm doing what I gotta do. I tell you to leave your worries with Coach Check Jenny. You know it's surely time you bust a move. Dancing, yeah. Oh my, do a little dancing, yeah. I'm not sure Colin Linden's going to let me put that on, but we'll give it a try. Lord, how do I get out of it now? All right, this won't be pretty. Well, everybody's bumping in a jump. Well, is jumping and we're letting go and feeling free. Don't be one of them wallflowers, Jenny. Come on in and dance with me. 'Cause there ain't no problem that we ever see can be fixed by a slide with your lead. 2 a.m. don't come too soon. We don't ever want to leave. Oh, my, do a little dancing, yeah. Oh, my, do a little dancing. Got to do. Oh, my, do a little dancing, yeah. Thank you guys very much. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Manuel, Eva, and Lila, and Oreo, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you.
Jeff Plankenhorn, give him a round of applause. He sang his heart out, played his heart out. Well, we want to thank Jeff. We want to thank John for making it happen, too, out there. He helped us. And we want to thank you for spending your Friday night with us. So tell your friends. Make it a regular thing. Check out our website, our calendar. If you're a review person, give us a review, but only say good things, okay? And I want to thank these people over here. This is my family right here. Yes. Sound, video, they do it all. Lila, Ava, Manuel. And we have a special thing to say. We have a special person here tonight, Bill. Your hand. Bill has... Raise your hand. I know he doesn't want to, but raise your... He's worked for Delgado Guitars for several years, and he is retiring. Acknowledge his service. And I want to publicly his friendship, his love, and he's just all around good guy. We're going to miss him to death, but we wish him well and congratulate him. So take some time to do that. Woo! Bill. He's not used to this, y'all. Okay. All right. So talk to Jeff afterwards. Go home with an album. It's almost Easter, or it's someone's birthday. So we got merch. He's got merch. You got to get something and come back and see us. Am I forgetting something? Oh, thank you to volume.com and Bo's Live music team and Delgado Guitars. All the hashtags. Do your hashtag homework. Okay. All right. We'll see you next time. Be safe. Thanks for spending your time with us. Woo!
Just one more night, you come in late again. I'd ask you where you've been, but I already know. I smell the perfume when you close the door. You stare down at the floor. Guilt you're carrying shows. I'd say enough is enough. But we're both calling each other's bluff. You can trust yourself.